Hello guys and welcome back to Barça Admirers. In today's episode we will be covering 4 absolutely huge and crucial transfer news updates and rumors related to football club Barcelona that you simply cannot miss. The bottom line is that if you want to stay updated regularly about your club, then please watch this video without skipping until the very end so that you never miss out on a moment from your favorite club Barca. Now that being said, let's begin without any further ado. For today's first news roundup of the day, and this one's absolutely crazy, Lionel Messi is ready to take a pay cut to help Barcelona sign Erling Haaland from Borussia Dortmund. Now that's crazy. Messi's contract renewal situation with Barcelona has been a hot topic ever since last summer when he decided to leave Barcelona but was forced to stay. And now, with only 2 months left on his current Barcelona contract, the topic is getting even hotter by the minute as the present summer transfer window of this year approaches. It was however reported previously, just a few days ago, that Lionel Messi had agreed to stay at Barcelona and take a salary cut of almost 50% of what he is earning right now. Eurosport Spain now add that the money saved on Messi's contract will be redirected towards Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland. The Argentine's willingness to take a pay cut is contingent on Barcelona being competitive in the European transfer market as well as in the European competitions once again. Now everyone knows that money and fat paychecks were never Messi's motivating factors to play football. Instead, all he wanted was the club to build a competitive team around himself. Therefore, the Argentine now expects the club to invest heavily in strengthening the squad. And for that reason, Ronald Koeman had originally identified Memphis Depay as a potential target. But now, Laporta has informed Messi that the club are set to begin negotiating a deal for Erling Haaland. However, to be able to finance that deal, Laporta has also informed him that the club would not be able to match Messi's current wages of 40 million euros per season. Paris Saint-Germain have already offered terms to Messi, but the player's priority is to remain at his boyhood club as long as they show the requisite ambition. Laporta has ordered an internal audit to determine the club's current financial condition, but there is an acceptance that even with Messi's pay cut factored in, the club will require some external funding to sign the Norwegian. The Barcelona president is currently in talks with an investment firm to acquire the required money, and the sum being currently talked about is somewhere around 500 million euros. The club are confident that they can get a deal done for Haaland, although particularly given the warm relationship Laporta has with his agent Mino Raiola. Now Messi last season submitted a request to leave the club, and after having seen that request denied, he almost looked certain to leave it after the end of this season. However, despite a sluggish start to this season under new boss Ronald Koeman, performances and results have picked up drastically, with the club winning the Copa del Rey in April, and they sit just 2 points off Atletico Madrid at the top of La Liga. Meanwhile, Josep Maria Bartomeu, the source of much of Messi's frustration, has resigned, and he has been replaced by Joan Laporta, whom Messi considers to be a favorite. For today's second news roundup, Everton have decided to sign Phillipe Coutinho and bring him back to the English Premier League. What started off as a simple rumor is now almost a confirmed deal. Everton are reportedly all set to sign Barcelona forward and former Liverpool star Phillipe Coutinho on a deal of £35 million this summer. The Brazilian spent 5 years at Anfield before departing for Catalonia in a whopping £145 million deal in the January of 2018. However, things haven't worked out for Coutinho in Spain, and he spent the last season on loan with Bayern Munich, but he is now, according to reports, heading back to the Premier League. Now Barcelona's top brass want Phillipe Coutinho to be offloaded this summer, and there is certainly some good reasons for that. On top of the 145 million euros that Barcelona paid to Liverpool for bringing him in January 2018, there are a lot of unpaid variables that they still owe to the Merseyside club, and one of them is a sum of 20 million euros once the Brazilian completes 100 games in a Blaugrana shirt. He currently has 90 under his belt, and the club do not want to pay an extra 20 million euros to Liverpool for a player that have barely been of any use to the club. Now Everton have been a landing spot for many of the La Liga dropouts and players who can't quite cut it at Real Madrid or Barcelona, and the examples are aplenty. James Rodriguez, Yerry Mina, Gerard Deulofeu and Andre Gomes are just a few of the names. Now, The Sun reports that the 28-year-old Brazilian will join Everton for £35 million at the end of the season, and the club have already started looking for a house for him. Carlo Ancelotti is keen to pair the playmaker with James Rodriguez to form a deadly, creative partnership. Coutinho underwent surgery at the start of the month and will miss the rest of the season through injury. Everton will need assurances about his fitness before finalizing the deal, but the deals have already been agreed, and the Brazil international's recovery is reportedly going well. The Brazilian hasn't featured for Barcelona in 2021 even once due to injury, making a total of 14 appearances in all competitions this season and scoring 3 goals. For today's third news roundup, and this one's my personal favorite, Barcelona have agreed to bring back legendary former goalkeeper Victor Valdes back to the club after a controversial exit in 2019. Now the fans, especially old school fans like me, tend to like it when legendary former players are brought back to the club after they retire, and it's also a good way to ensure that the traditions of the club are kept going. This is particularly true at Barcelona, if they can have coaching staff who also came through the academy in their playing days. And a report from Sport has indicated that Barcelona have agreed to bring back Victor Valdes to the club. Now he is a living legend from his playing days, and he has played over 500 times for the club. He has won more than 20 major trophies and was a key part of the invincible Barcelona squad in the golden era. So that experience will be brilliant for the youngsters currently coming through the club's youth system. Now there is more to this, as he was in charge of one of the youth teams in 2019. But the report confirms he controversially left after a series of arguments and problems behind the scenes. Barca didn't want to give him his preferred role as a youth coach again, so this time he will be working with the young keepers in a role within the methodology department. So it looks like his support of Laporta in the presidential elections has finally paid off. For today's final news roundup, Barcelona have identified a player from Villarreal CF to strengthen their left-back position and will be rivaled by Chelsea in their pursuit of the said player. After a really shaky start to the season, Barcelona have performed exceptionally well under Ronald Koeman. Surprisingly, after winning the Copa del Rey, they can even now win the domestic double in Spain. However, they still have their feet on the ground and have identified areas of potential weakness, and one such area is the position of the left back. According to Goal Digital, Barcelona are considering signing Alfonso Pedraza from Villarreal CF in their pursuit to increase the squad depth. Currently, they have the services of Jordi Alba and Junior Firpo for that position. However, while Jordi Alba has performed at a high level this season despite his inconsistencies, Junior Firpo is yet to convince Ronald Koeman and is expected to be on his way out. As for Pedraza, it took him 4 long seasons to get going at the Estadio de la Ceramica. He had to spend 4 seasons on loan before finally breaking the ceiling for the Yellow Submarines. The Spanish fullback has been an integral part of Unai Emery's Villarreal this season. He has already amassed 40 appearances for the club in this campaign and has 2 goals and 4 assists to his name. The 25-year-old has been on Barcelona's radar for a long time now. the board and the team management are looking for a permanent long-term solution on the left side and rate Pedraza very highly for that spot. Pedraza has a 35 million euro release clause at the moment. However, it is implausible that the clubs in pursuit will pay such a high amount for him. Reports from Spain indicate that Barcelona have prioritized the signing of a centre-back and a striker. Only when these positions are reinforced will the club look to strengthen other areas. With the possible involvement of Chelsea, the race to sign Pedraza has intensified multifold. Chelsea is one of the clubs who were not severely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. They went on to sign players on their will during the last summer transfer window, and nothing indicates that they won't continue doing the same this year. Alongside Luis Gaya, Barça also considers promoting the exciting Alejandro Balde from B team for the next season as alternatives for Pedraza and Jordi Alba at the left back. Now that will be all for today's transfer news roundup, Coolers. I hope you guys liked the video and found it informative as well. If you have any suggestions or opinions regarding any of the transfer news roundups or updates mentioned in the video, then feel free to comment your opinions down in the comments box below. We try to respond to as many of your comments as we can. Now we set a target of 150 likes on our last video and you guys absolutely smashed that button. So here is once again that same target. Please guys, get us to 150 likes on this video as well. It would be very much appreciated from our end. As for our channel, if you like what we are doing and like our content, then please consider subscribing to our channel and also hit that bell icon beside it so that you can stay updated whenever we post, and always stay up to date about your favorite club, football club Barcelona. Now we had promised a giveaway of official Barcelona merchandise to two of our dedicated subscribers once we hit the 1000 subscribers mark. And now I'm happy to announce that we have officially crossed the 1000 subscribers mark on YouTube. The results of the giveaway have already been declared on our story in our Instagram page @BarçAdmirers. The link to the Instagram page is given in the description of this video. Go ahead and check it out, Cools. We post amazing content over there every single day and you won't regret it. Now that will be all for today. I will be taking my leave and I'll see you tomorrow. VISÇA al Barça, VISÇA al Catalunya.